No in Doctor. No.
The plan, exotic scientist Dr. Julius No, working on behalf of SPECTRE, plans to sabotage an American space launch using a nuclear-powered radio beam to topple the rocket. He wants revenge on the West for ignoring his brilliant ideas.
Elektra King/Renard in the world is not enough.
The plot, oil heiress Elektra King is seemingly being hunted by madman Renard, but it turns out they are actually working together to get revenge on MI6 and detonate stolen plutonium in a Russian submarine berthed in Istanbul. The explosion will destroy Russia's pipelines in the area, leaving King in total control of a massive oil supply.
Kanaga in Live and Let Die.
The plan, Dr. Kanaga, dictator of the fictional Caribbean island nation San Monique, also happens to be brutal heroin kingpin Mr. Big. Using street gangs, Voodoo and Tarot, he plans to flood New York with free heroin. This will drive his competitors out of business and leave him the sole supplier for a whole city of addicts.
SPECTRE in Thunderball.
The plan, SPECTRE number 2 man Emilio Largo masterminds a scheme to hijack a nuclear bomber, steal its 2 bombs, and hold the world ransom, demanding he so 100 million in flawless white uncut diamonds. In exchange, he'll refrain from nuking Miami and London.
Scaramanga in The Man with the Golden Gun.
The plan, ace hitman Francisco Scaramanga plots to steal a solar energy-producing Solex agitator device and either sell it to the highest bidder or maybe use it to power his giant laser and wreak havoc on the world. How crazy is it? Not so much crazy as pointless. Scaramanga is the world's most feared assassin, charging $1 million per kill. And he apparently gets enough business that he can buy a small island, hire numerous henchmen, and build a huge laser. Why bother with the Solex agitator scheme in the first place? Why not just go on the whole $1 million per shot gig and relax when not on the job?
Trevelyan in GoldenEye.
The plan. Disgruntled former MI6 agent Alec Trevelyan is captured by the KGB on a mission in the Soviet Union, then hatches a plot to steal an EMP-proof Tiger helicopter, nab the EMP-firing GoldenEye satellite, hack into the Bank of England, steal its money, then use the GoldenEye to destroy the bank and wipe out England's economy, which will avenge the betrayal of his Lian's Cossack parents, who were sent to their deaths by England after World War II. Follow all that. How crazy is it? It's completely insane. A total raving loony farrago of theft, destruction, revenge, and murder. It also doesn't make the slightest bit of sense. What exactly is Trevelyan going to do with the money of a country whose economy he's just wiped out? And who hatched this plan? The KGB. Trevelyan. How did they even know about the GoldenEye satellite?
Kamal Khan/General Orlov in Octopussy.
The plan. Exiled Afghan Prince Khan teams up with nutjob Soviet General Orlov to smuggle Soviet treasures into India and replace them with fakes, selling the real ones to finance the purchase of a nuclear warhead that will be detonated in an American airbase in West Germany, which will get America out of Europe, leaving Germany open to Soviet invasion. Now take a deep breath.
Auric Goldfinger in Goldfinger.
The plan. gold magnate and Gulf chief Auric Goldfinger devises Operation Grand Slam to detonate a nuclear bomb inside Fort Knox, radiating its gold reserves and making his own supply priceless. The Chinese government and American mafia are in on it too. How crazy is it? It's pretty crazy, but it's actually less crazy than the novel that Goldfinger was based on. The book has a huge plot hole, with Goldfinger planning to steal the gold in Fort Knox, a scheme that would take weeks to carry out in real life. As it stands, Goldfinger's scheme to gas the garrison of Fort Knox and use his private army to bust into the vault and place the bomb is plenty loony, but is actually more practical than the one Ian Fleming came up with.
Raoul Silva in Skyfall.
The plan. Former MI6 agent, Silva hatches a complicated scheme to steal a confidential list and get James Bond into his orbit, leading Bond to bed his sex worker girlfriend, and then end up captured by Bond all so he can break out, have Bond chase him through London.
Colonel Moon and die another day.
The plan, presumed dead at the hands of Bond, Moon receives a DNA transplant and assumes the identity of a British playboy. In plain sight, he plots to design, build, and launch an enormous laser-wielding satellite in order to carve a path through Korea's mine-laden demilitarized zone, allowing North Korea to invade and conquer the South.
SPECTRE in on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
The plan. SPECTRE head Ernst Stavro Blofeld returns with a scheme to send 12 brainwashed ladies from his alpine lair out into the world to unleash germ warfare that will sterilize all grains and livestock. He also seeks amnesty for his past crimes, hoping to be recognized as a count.
SPECTRE and diamonds are forever.
The plan. Ernst Stavro Blofeld gives it one last try with a complicated scheme to smuggle diamonds out of Amsterdam to a giant laboratory in Las Vegas, where he's building a satellite that will use the diamonds to focus a super laser with which to hold the world ransom. Blofeld also uses clones and plastic surgery to disguise himself.
Unnamed Asian country and you only live twice.
The plan, an anonymous Asian empire, i.e., China hopes to provoke World War Roman III between the U and Russia, and employs SPECTRE to orchestrate theft of their space capsules using a volcano rocket base in Japan. They'll blame each other, outcome the nukes, and not China, but totally China will be victorious. How crazy is it? Utterly. It also doesn't make a ton of sense. Why would not China assume that they won't be affected by the fallout from a nuclear war? What kind of post-nuclear horror world would they be dominating? And what does SPECTRE get out of the whole thing? Money, power, status. Absolutely nothing.
Stromberg in The Spy Who Loved Me.
The plan. Anarchist shipping kingpin Carl Stromberg steals 2 nuclear submarines from the UK and Soviet Union. He plans to use their missiles to nuke the superpowers, who will blame each other and finish the job. He's also constructed a massive underwater city to house the new society that will arise from the ashes of the world he's destroyed, riding out World War Roman III safely under the sea.
Max Zorin in A View to a Kill.
The plan. Genetically engineered by the Nazis and employed by the KGB, super-rich industrial guy Zorin plots to detonate a huge bomb, under a key junction in California's fault lines, flooding Silicon Valley and leaving him as the world's sole manufacturer of microchips. How crazy is it? Strip away the trappings and Zorin's scheme is really just the same rich guy makes more money plot that other Bond baddies employ. But it's those ludicrous trappings that make Zorin's scheme a Hall of Fame Bond villain plot in terms of insanity. Zorin is certifiably nuts, killing his henchmen in droves and spouting quips like a madman. His scheme doesn't just involve destroying one fault with a bomb. It involves destroying the biggest fault with a nuke. It's got an Amazonian hitwoman, mad Nazi scientist, rigged horse races, international assassins, and a fight above the Golden Gate Bridge. Evil plans don't get much crazier.
Hugo, Drax, and Moonraker.
The plan, from his giant space station orbiting high above the Earth, industrial tycoon, and eugenicist Hugo Drax seeks to wipe out the entire human race using a deadly toxin engineered from a rare orchid. Once the planet is cleansed of inferiors, Drax and his master race will return and repopulate the world.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.